Yes, yes. And I feel so far away. You could be laying by my side, and I might as well be 1,000 miles away. And you think you're good for me, and I know I could have told you so. This wouldn't last forever, and you will never know the pain I feel. Oh, and who would have ever seen? Could have known but me, and I keep it inside. And I feel so far away. You seem to listen, but I find that nature has a way of telling you the things you need to know. If you think you're listening, and I know I could have told you so. This wouldn't last forever, and you will never know the pain I feel. Whoa, and who would have ever seen? Who could have known but me? And I keep it inside and hang on to your vision, and I'll hold on to every word, and I'll be strong. Your inspiration, 'cause nothing's wrong in your dreams. Should have told you so. This wouldn't last forever, and you will never know the pain I feel. Whoa, and who would have ever seen? Who could have known but me? And I keep it inside and hang on to your vision, and I'll hold on to every word, and I'll be strong with your inspiration, 'cause nothing's wrong in your dreams. And I feel so far away. Well, I feel so far away.
Yes. That was awesome. Well, what's the name of that track?
In Your Dreams.
Summers round here don't last forever. Summers round here is when we all get together. When it's summer round here, man, it's now or never. 'Cause summers round here don't last forever, yeah. Now, folks around here, they have their fun, drinking that beer in the summer sun. Well, we work when there's work to be done. But when the summer
Why don't we do a take two?
Wait a minute, let's start again. Hello.
Hi, this is Ron Vodri.
This is Alex Nussbaum.
This is Jason Fraser.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Hey, this is Ray Zwicker.
All right, world. My name is Cal Post.
Guys, this is Christina Walkinshaw.
This is Eddie Deliseppi.
This is Adrian Spencer.
My name is Timo.
And you're listening to the Julien Dionne
You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Who am I talking to? What am I doing?
Julien Dionne Comedy Hour.
You're listening to the...
Comedy hour. See, I took the word out comedy. Changes the meaning completely, doesn't it?
Dazing. Not really, I'm overworking, but dazing. The holidays. Happy holidays. You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
So aren't we all?
Now broadcasting live and totally uncensored, from Lemon Press Studio in the beautiful Gatineau Hills.
Project. I was like half asleep on the couch and now I'm projecting.
Hey everyone, this is Christian Potenza.
This is K. Trevor Wilson.
This is John Paul, a.k.a. the Island Hipster, #hipsterbusiness.
This is Steph Tola.
Hey, this is Jake Goldsby.
This is Sky Wallace.
Hey everybody, this is Erica Sigurdsson, aka Ricky Siggs.
Okay, hello. Hi.
This is Howard Wagman.
Hey, this is Peter Anthony, the PA system.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Some people that's my rap name.
This is Jen Grant and you're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Show. You and me belong, just like the flowers, laughing all day long. People, I need you loose. Sing a little song, then take a shower. Julien Dionne. It's a show. It's not an hour, it's a show. It's okay.
A beautiful waste of time.
All right, buddies.
A waste of time.
Welcome to the show.
A beautiful waste of time.
We're coming.
Oh yeah.
A waste of time. I went to school.
There we are.
I learned a lot.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome.
In what I'm not
Welcome to the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant.
That's right.
We're live on a Tuesday morning. Waste of time. Tuesday, December 8th. 40 years ago today, John Lennon was killed. That's a dark way to start the show, but that's the anniversary today.
40 years, eh?
Yeah, 40.
Wow.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. We
Crazy.
are broadcasting to you live from Lemon Press Studios in the beautiful Gatineau Hills. Hey. Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
I like standing. I might stand forever now.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, and Daily Motion, and available on demand wherever you get your podcasts. Yes, we're podcasts. People forget that. All the time. I never get it early enough to catch your show. Subscribe! That's it.
Stick it up. Maybe there's something good about, like you said yesterday, not doing it live. Maybe there's something actually good about not doing it live because of that.
Maybe.
People will have to go there.
Good morning, Jen. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you? How are you this fine morning, Julien?
Fantastic. My skin is dry because I finally used that ivory soap that I bought on I think I must have been high or something. I was at Shoppers and I saw, remember ivory soap, the white bars?
Of course.
It reminded me of my youth. I was like, oh.
You got all emotional.
Let me buy some ivory soap. And I bought like 5 bars for 27 cents. And this morning I finally used it because I'm out of anything else but ivory. And I'm so dry. I feel like I'm going to leave a full skin shell here.
Oh, it makes you feel itchy, eh?
Sure does. Hold on. Where are we? So thanks for joining us. If you're watching live, please give us a share. If you want to, no pressure, doesn't matter. And the pre-show was brought to you by. No, the pre-show featured Wakefield local gem Pat Marr, and of course Mike Plume Month continues with another Mike Plume spin. So that was In Your Dreams by Pat Marr, and Summers Around Here Don't Last Forever by Mike Plume. So check those two fantastic.
Love it.
Musicians. God, I was trying to think of something funny to say, and I couldn't.
We added a new person after how long?
Yeah, so we've been doing Mike Plume Month for the past 3.5 months, I guess, since September probably. Mike Plume, my brother, we found out. Anyway, but yeah, I want to feature, because I have all these recordings from Lemon Press Studios from past interviews I've done over the years, and it's great music and great artists. So I want to feature them too. So, and it does highlight a lot of local people here from the Gatineau Hills, from Wakefield. So why not? So Mike Plume Month will continue, and we'll also slot in some Lemon Press sessions. Some recordings that we've done live in studio. So that was a live performance that Pat did when I interviewed him right here at the Kitchen table.
Kitchen.
Already back in 2017, 3 years ago.
Wow, eh?
I realized yesterday, Jenny, that it was 14 years as a stand-up comedian.
Wow, yesterday you started 14 years ago?
Yesterday, I realized it was 14 years the day before. On December 6th,
wow.
2006.
Long time.
It was my first set. I went to Yuck Yucks in Moncton on the week before December 6th to check out an amateur night. And there had been a couple amateur nights, and I really wanted to do comedy. I couldn't believe there was a Yuck Yucks in Moncton. This has been a dream of mine forever. And I was working in insurance and finance at Assumption Life, so I went from work to the club this Wednesday wearing a suit.
Wow.
And approached Mark Sauvé, the owner at the time, Yuck Yucks. He's a comedian. He still lives out east.
Did he used to live in Toronto?
He's lived. Yeah, I think he's lived in Toronto. He lived out west, I believe. He lived in Montreal for a very long time. He started comedy in '93 in Montreal at the Comedy Nest, and that was kind of his stomping grounds. But he's lived all over, and now he's out east, still doing stand up and stuff. And so I approached him after the show, and I was wearing a suit and like a trench coat, and I was 23 years old. I looked like I was like 16. He thought I either wanted to invest in the club or was a narc. And so after the show, I go tell him, I'm like, hey, I'd love to do this. And I was with my friend Derek, my dear friend Derek from Tuxie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's with me. We go check out the show, and I'm like, I want to do this. So I go approach Mark after the show, and I'm like, hey, we go in his office, and he's like, gentlemen, what can I do for you? And I'm like, I really want to do comedy or whatever. He's like, oh, that's it? All right. He's like, yeah, sure. He goes, well, amateur night here in Moncton is done. We only did 2. The club had just opened. They did 2 amateur nights, but there weren't any local people that showing interest. Only like amateurs from Halifax were coming up and doing spots. So he said, I'm gonna put the kibosh on the Wednesdays for now, but next Wednesday on December 6th, it's going to be the Great Canadian Laugh Off in Halifax. So it's going to be a packed crowd. I'll give you 7 minutes. It's yours if you want it. And I was like,
oh my God.
I go, yeah.
I'm nervous listening to that.
I go, I'll let you know. And I look at Derek, and he's smiling ear to ear. He's like, no. Yes, he's gonna.
I'll let you know. That's the classic thing to do.
Okay, I'll give you a call. And Mark was like, I remember he was like writing down like in the thing. He's like, yeah, next Wednesday I could put you down. I go, I'll let you know. He puts down his hand like firmly, like seriously. And then Derek's like, no, buddy, say yes right now.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, well, I don't have any material or anything written. And I go, yeah, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. So I have a week to put together a 7-minute set. Of course, last minute Larry. I waited till the Wednesday. I still hadn't written anything. So on that Wednesday,
my God.
I take some line sheets. I mean, that stresses me out now, 14 years in, to not write a set list and stuff. But I was like, fuck. I write out a set, like word for word. And Derek was driving my car, and I was like in the passenger reading the set. And then as we get closer to Halifax, we switch again, and Derek starts filming, because Derek is a big time camera guy, like his big hobby, and he's into. So he was back then really shooting a lot of snowboard videos and stuff. So he brought his big camera, and he's shooting me. And I remember this like it was maybe 2 years ago max. And I'm like driving down, and I remember we're getting close to Halifax. We're like close to Dartmouth, and he's like, he just turns on the camera, and he's like filming me. And I'm like, I always say this, like, if you want to know anything about comedy, listen to an amateur. And that's the same thing. I was driving. I'm like, it's just this thing I've always wanted to do. I'm like, thinking back, it's so cringy. I've never, ever watched that tape. I still have it. I have it here in this house.
We have to watch it.
I can't. I don't know if I can. I mean, probably. I can now. I think.
Come on.
I know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so Derek came and filmed the first set. I get down to Halifax. Yucks. It is packed. I'm freaking out. And Mark had lined us up with
my God,
with a hotel room too at the Westin. It's the club is still there in Halifax at the Westin Nova Scotian, and I was like so nervous.
What do you mean the club is still there?
Yucks.
Huh?
Yucks
in Halifax. Yeah.
Pay attention. And so, wow.
That is so like, patronizing now.
Screeching halt. What do you mean the club's still there? Anyway, yeah.
Go ahead.
And so I get there, and it's a packed room. There's just this buzz everywhere, and I'm like, ugh. And I introduce myself. I know, and I'm so nervous. I introduce myself, and they
like at the door.
I can't remember all the details, but I just remember like walking there, and it's just people everywhere. And,
oh my God!
And they put my name on the list. Like, yeah, you're here, this on the list, and I'm sitting there, and the guy before me goes on, and this is like. It was like a new, like a little boom, comedy boom in the Maritime. So it was all people that had never really done stand-up before. A couple people maybe had done it a few times. But this guy before me is going on, and he is bombing. And then he just screams in the mic. He goes, ha ha! And then gets off stage. And then the MC goes up. I wish I could remember the MC. I think it was Paul Meyerhog, but I don't remember that exactly. But
I wonder if Mark Sauvé would remember.
I wonder.
Sounds
he wasn't
crazy,
there. Mark wasn't there, but anyway, so
who was there? Anyone?
Peter White, Ian Black was there.
Was anybody like from Yucks watching, kind of to give feedback, or?
No, what do you mean, like from like head office or something?
To Mark, or you know what I mean? Because was anyone watching? No,
I don't know. That was like I didn't think that. When you're brand new, you're not like, oh, this is a shot. Maybe someone at Yuck's head office is what. I just wanted to get up and do it. Like those thoughts didn't even. I have no clue.
Okay.
So then I get up on stage and I just like pace back and forth and just do my act like word for word as I had written it. And I remember getting 3 laughs in 7 minutes. For those keeping score at home, that is not a lot.
I can't wait to watch the video and see if how many laughs did you think you got?
3.
Okay, well, let's see if it's really 3.
I remember
really
getting.
Curious.
Well, yeah, you're acting as if I said I killed. You're like, let's see. 3 laughs is terrible.
But memory. No, I know, but memories are a funny thing. Maybe it's more than what you think.
Right.
You know?
Right. I thought you were like, yeah, let's see if you even got 3.
Jeez.
And so then I'm like. I remember I did the assless chaps.
Yeah.
That was in there. that I've done up until like maybe 5 years ago. And then I just did like this hacky bit about milk commercials and then this other thing about gas station bathrooms.
Can you remember
the keys?
Can you remember what the joke was about the milk?
It was just like milk commercials. Like, who are they for? You know, like, you know. like who's sitting at home going like, honey, come here. I don't know what it is. It's like malt, this white substance that comes from cows. I don't know. It's this dumb thing. And I would do like straight to your bones from the farm to the fridge. It's cringy just to even. I don't know if I can watch the tape.
Let me watch it on my own then.
Anyway, so then got 3 laughs, got off, and I was like, woo. And Derek and I were smoking native cigarettes. And actually, I don't think that I'm mistaking that memory. We were smoking a lot of cigarettes. And after the show, and I remember years later, Derek told me we met for lunch a few years back, and he's like, yeah, I remember that first set. He goes, I remember thinking, oh my God, this is going to be great. It's going to be Dionne up there on stage. It's going to be hilarious. Like, you're always funny around friends. And he goes, you get up there, and that he just shook his head no. I'm like, so I do the set, then we spend the night in the hotel, and yeah, it was. So then I get back to Moncton the next day, and I'm like, I gotta call Mark and tell him that, thank him. I'm driving in front of Yuck Yucks. It's a Thursday, December 7th. And I call him, and he's like, hey, pal, I heard it went well last night. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, it was fun, whatever. Just thanks. He goes, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, come by the club now in Moncton. He goes, come by the club. I'll give you a guest spot. The MC will do 10 minutes. You do 5. Then the middle, then the headliner is going to be a professional show, crowd, everything. So same response. I go, I'll let you know. And then I go, no, fuck. Okay, yes, I'll be there. And so then I go. Moncton, my first show in Moncton, my second show ever. And I do the same act, of course, and get a little more laughs, maybe 4 or 5. So I'm like, oh shit, all right, this is I'm pretty much a professional now. So Mark goes, come back tomorrow night, give you a guest spot again. So I'm like, telling all my friends this time. So I invite everybody, Rick, Mario, Laurent, everybody, and proceeded to just bomb. I remember I thought my third show in, I'm like, I got this. I'm the next Seinfeld.
Oh, man.
And invite them all. I'm like, yeah, I'm a comic now, by the way. Come on down to the club. I'll see if I can do something, but hook you up maybe, but maybe not. Just playing the big shot. And just bombed. Anyway, that was 14 years ago or on the 6th.
Wow.
So it's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. Time flies.
It really, really, really does. And at the same time, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's both.
It's kind of like I'd heard this analogy one time where someone took like a piece of paper and they like accordioned it, like you do when you want to make like a fan,
yeah.
And it's like represents time, but
a lot of rustling over there.
Yeah, well, I'm doing the
fan,
the thing, like this is time, and then but you know what, I'm fucking it up. I don't even remember the analogy. Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Have you ever heard that theory that you how do you say it? You like the neurons, not the neurons, but the cells regenerate itself. So it's almost like you're not the same, you're not made up of the same thing as you were, I don't know how many years ago.
Yeah.
You should take that approach when watching your first video, because it's like, that's how I feel about past things when I feel embarrassed or like shitty, because we all have things that we've done in our past that make us feel like shit. Like you think back and you go, oh, and it just makes you feel like either a bad person or embarrassed or just whatever. You can look at it that way and think, well, I'm not even the same person. Like I am.
Yeah, I know. I don't think like, oh my God, I suck at comedy if I saw that. I'd just be like, it's like you're just because it's something so important to you and you wanted.
Yeah.
In your head, you know that at the time you just want to do well and be good, and it's so important to you, and you're so terrible at it. That's why you feel bad for that version. I wouldn't feel bad now. Like, I would just feel bad for that version of myself. Like, it was so important to me and I was so bad at it. And that's the thing with comedies. You have to develop in front of people. You can't, like music.
Totally.
like Pat Marr and Mike Plume, by the time they actually play in front of people, you've played it, even if it's just in your bedroom for forever or in your garage with your band or whatever. But comedy, you can't do that. It doesn't really advance you in any way. So you just have to develop in front of people. You have to suck for a long time. So it's embarrassing. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
No, but that's something that has helped me because I'm I think back and it's like you say, cringeworthy of things. And then I go, well, you know what? Like, whatever. Like, it's okay. Because you aren't even the same person after a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know what you mean, though, because it's, you almost, when you say, when they say that you have an inner child or whatever, like I've been to therapy before and.
Yeah, you want to protect that.
Yeah, exactly. The therapist is like, go easy on yourself because really, like, a lot of the issues that we all have walking around are issues that are stem from when we were like a little kid, like before you're like 10 or 7 or whatever. There's really formative shit that happens. Like we're like an onion. We're an onion. That deep core of us is like this little kid just.
I know I'm definitely like an onion.
Yeah, well, your armpits say that.
Yeah, you didn't see on the delay, but that's exactly what I did.
Wow, same brain. Hi. Hi there.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Check this out. This story I read, this is right up my alley, Jen. Did you know?
Let's hear it.
Do you believe in aliens, Jen? Legitimately, not trying to be funny or like. Do you think there are like.
That's a tough question because.
Like entities out there that are intelligent, that can travel through space and that have limbs and can see and, aliens. Not like a bacteria on Mars found a.
You know what? I'm not going to say I don't, but I don't have any reason to believe for sure there is. You know what I mean? So it's kind of in between. It's kind of like asking me if I believe in God and heaven. Like I do, I believe with every ounce of my being that there's a God in heaven. And I'm not religious, Mm-hmm. I'm not like a practicing Catholic or anything. I'm not like religious, but I'm not as sure about aliens. I don't know why. Right. How about you?
Your analogy kind of fell apart there.
I really? Tell me why.
You're like, it's kind of like God. I believe there's a God, but like aliens, I don't believe.
Well, because don't you think though that there's sometimes you just believe something you don't know why? There's no proof of it.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm obsessed with space and all that, and I don't know. I really want to believe there are aliens.
It doesn't scare you?
Not really. It used to as a kid. I'd watched Fire in the Sky. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
No.
It came out, I think, in the 90s. It's like one of the most. It's based on true events. It's about an abduction in the States that happened, and this guy remembers everything. And we should watch that. Although you don't like scary movies, but.
Is it really scary?
Well, it's like it's really realistic as far as like an alien abduction. If anyone's watching live, let us know. Well, I know people are watching me. If you have seen it, anybody watching live, let us know. Fire in the Sky. I remember being a kid being obsessed with that movie. It haunted me. And I kind of want to believe there are aliens. I mean, the universe is inconceivably large. I mean, we can't even.
I know.
Like they just came out with a map of the Milky Way, and it's like, I mean, our brains are not capable, are not equipped to conceive how actually huge, and how many stars and planets and solar systems and galaxies there are. So I don't know. It to me it seems crazy that we would be the only ones, but that's not enough. To go on to believe there are aliens, like to think that it's just crazy to think we're alone out there, so therefore there must be that. So I'm not there yet. Like you said, there's not been enough proof or anything like that. But
like and also life is so weird too that there's things we don't know that exist. Like right now, there's species. Don't they say, scientists say there's even species of animals and
Well, in
insects that we don't even know about right now that exist on this earth?
Less than like 1% of the deep oceans have been explored. So imagine.
What?
So there's like 90%.
Less than what?
Yeah, less than like 1% of
Come
the
on.
deep. Yes.
That freaks me right out.
So think about that. Like,
Laura said she's seen the movie Fire in the Sky.
oh, great movie. I got to watch that again.
Were you scared, Laura?
We can always rely on Laura to answer our
She's
questions.
the best. Laura, were you scared when you saw it?
Listen to this. Former Israeli space security chief says aliens exist. Humanity is not ready. Listen to this.
Whoa.
The Galactic... Okay, hold on. Am I skipping something?
You sound like me doing the Daily Dose.
Yeah, this Galactic Federation has supposedly been in contact. So apparently there's a Galactic Federation that us Earthlings are not yet part of, but this Galactic Federation has supposedly been in contact with Israel and the U.S. for years, but are keeping themselves a secret to prevent hysteria until humanity is ready.
Oh my God.
Has the state of Israel made contact with aliens? Well, according to a retired Israeli general and current professor, Chaim Esht, the answer is yes. But this has been kept a secret because humanity isn't... Okay, these articles are so annoying.
I know. That's why you have to read. You need to read them and then only take part of it.
The two first paragraphs are the exact same. Yeah, we get it, dipshit. Like, it's not a movie where I missed it. I'm reading. It's like I'm going at my own pace. It's not like it's... You know, when you watch movies or TV shows, they recap because, it's moving. But this is like I'm the one doing the moving here. Speaking in an interview to...
the movie.
Speaking in an interview, Esht, who served as the head of Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. That's the thing. This is not just like nobody. This is a credible person with clearance. And is a 3-time recipient of the Israel Security Award. I mean, come on. This guy is the highest clearance, legitimate. Explained that Israel and the U.S. have both been dealing with aliens for years. And this by no means refers to immigrants. Did they really need to put this shit in the article? He's not even kidding. And this by no means refers to immigrants. I hate internet articles sometimes.
So what
clarifying
do you think
the existence of a Galactic Federation, the 87-year-old former space security chief gave further description about exactly what sort of agreements have been made between the aliens and the U.S., which ostensibly have been made because they wish to research and understand, quote, the fabric of the universe. This cooperation includes a secret underground base on Mars, where there are American and alien representatives. If true, this would coincide with U.S. President Donald Trump's creation of a Space Force as the 5th branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, though it is unclear how long this sort of relationship, if any, has been going on between the U.S. and its reported extraterrestrial allies.
I want to see a conversation with Donald Trump and an alien.
That's his mother tongue. They would understand each other quite well.
Maybe it all makes sense. Maybe Donald Trump's an alien.
No.
Let's take an alien and put him in a comb over with a bunch of makeup and a fake tan. No one will suspect anything.
But Esh
he does seem like he's from another fucking planet. Anyway,
Esh insists that Trump is aware of them and that he was, quote, on the verge of disclosing their existence. However, the Galactic Federation reportedly stopped him from doing so. Okay, this is this a movie? Trump almost... Like, even the aliens are like, okay, this guy's going to spill the beans. Let's... Apparently, Trump had a conversation with the aliens, and imagine you're Trump, where you've been, like, not in politics and in government, and then all of a sudden you're like this quote-unquote civilian billionaire that's brought into this world. All of a sudden you've got the most powerful position in the world, and they're like, okay, here's the thing. There are some aliens and they want to talk to you, but don't freak out. Like how do you go from that to that? Anyway, the Galactic Federation reportedly stopped him from doing so, saying they wished him to prevent mass hysteria since they felt humanity needed to, quote, evolve and reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are. I don't know. I don't know about this.
I want you to know that something Laura just commented.
Yes.
She said, Barack recently admitted he had been briefed on UFOs.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know.
UFOs are one thing, because that doesn't necessarily mean alien. I mean, it's just anything.
What do you mean?
It's just anything.
What it implies it though.
Well, the like the Navy released these videos of these or the Air Force of these pilots, and they can see UFOs, but they don't know if it's alien or whatever. But this is like aliens would be talking to him, being like, "Don't, you're not evolved enough. Don't tell anybody." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wonder what the briefing was on UFOs. You know?
Yeah.
And just side note, Laura said that Fire in the Sky scared the crap out of her.
I want to watch that. I wonder if that's on Netflix. As for why he's chosen to reveal this information now, Esht explained that the timing was simply due to how much the academic landscape has changed and how respected he is in academia. If I had come up with that, what I'm saying today 5 years ago, I would have been hospitalized. Really? 5 years ago you would have? I don't know about that. You would have been 82, still like a retired.
Well, maybe people are becoming more accepting of the concept.
That's true. He added that today they're already talking differently. I have nothing to lose. I've received my degrees and awards. I'm respected. And anyway, this guy was assassinated yesterday. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, you scared me. I was all worried for him.
Yeah, so I don't know. I want to believe it. But at the same time, I'm like, why wait for us to evolve? That could take a long time. Just come down and help us get there faster. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than scaring us, gently nudge us and be like, "Hey, okay, we're here, but don't freak. We come in peace, and let's explore space together."
I mean, don't you think that like change does have to happen a little bit slower because it'd be too much?
No, I think they could.
Well, that's because that's how you work.
What?
You change things so dramatically, it's crazy.
Are we comparing my cleanse to aliens not wanting to reveal themselves?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Jeez, now we're grasping to find.
No, we're not.
To find correlations.
No.
Like, you're on a cleanse. Maybe you can do aliens.
Do aliens?
You cut everything cold turkey. Maybe I'll try to summon them. They like.
No.
I'm sober and ready.
We always have too many guests here, house guests. I don't want more alien house guests.
Yeah, but they can just hover above the house.
Yeah, and Gordy's barking enough at people around.
I feel like this sounds rehearsed. We sound like the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. We're like, is this the play? Like,
you didn't get your script? Mm-hmm. I sent you your copy.
Line?
Gordy won't like the aliens. Okay, phew, I got it.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Especially that it's not just some rando. It's someone that's got a lot of credibility.
It's interesting that he should say like he's at an age where he doesn't care, he's not afraid anymore, because I'm sure that there's so much information out there we don't know about, because people are legitimately scared they'll be harmed and hurt and killed because they're revealing stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it would be interesting work, obviously, working for CSIS or I admire those people for keeping the secret. Like, I can't keep secrets.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. I can, but I don't enjoy it because I really want to tell someone. So holding it in, it's not fun holding in secrets.
So what you're saying is if you were in CSIS or the FBI, you'd just constantly be like,
yeah,
I'm going to work. And I mean, I can't say, but if.
Yeah.
You drop hints all the time.
You know, there are. You know how it's kind of like your mom with Christmas presents, or birthday presents. She can't not tell you what you're getting.
Yeah.
And even though she thinks that she's not telling you, she's given so many hints. It was obvious from the first hint.
You're getting an FBI agent for Christmas. Shit. I mean, I'm an FBI agent. Shit. Sorry. PS5. Come with me.
Yeah, she'd be the worst spy ever.
She would be if you're watching this, Sue. No offense.
No offense.
No offense.
Yeah.
Well, the first vaccine outside of a trial has been administered, Jenny. Did you know that? The first COVID vaccine, I should say. Vaccines are around forever.
In the UK, right?
In the UK, a 90-year-old woman was given the vaccine. At least they're telling us she's 90. She's probably 60.
Only one?
And when she inevitably dies within the next 10 to 15 years, it's because of the vaccine.
So only one person?
No, she was the first.
Oh, I'm like, jeez.
No. Did I say there's one person that's been vaccinated? Maybe I did.
You said the first. It
Oh.
just sounded,
Oh, yeah, it did sound like it was the first and only.
Yeah.
No, I should have rephrased that. The first person to get a vaccine was a 90-year-old woman.
You know, my lovely friend, Erica Sigurdsson, comedian, fellow comedian, hilarious woman, person. We were talking, and she said this point a few times, and I know that I've thought this before, but, it's true. Like, a lot of the transmission, I'm sure, is the base, the heart of it. I bet you a lot of it is coming from long-term care homes, old folks' homes, the workers there, going home, giving it to their family, asymptomatic, going out in the world.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome that those are and you know that in the next couple weeks that Canada is going to be administering the Pfizer vaccine, and the first people that are getting it are the ones that work in the long term, the old folks' homes, the workers. Yeah. So that's good.
Seniors.
Yeah. So that's really good. And
I just want to know
in the
why.
article, I want you to know, Jules, a lot of people are afraid to take the vaccine, but in the article, this guy who's an infectious disease specialist says he would roll up his sleeve right now and take that vaccine. He's not worried about it.
So did Obama, Bush, and Clinton. But I want to know, why the fuck is Bill Clinton wasting good chip money on a 90-year-old?
What?
Why is Bill Gates wasting good chip money
you said
on
Bill
a 90?
Clinton.
Oh, did I? Whoops.
I am so confused right now.
Take a nap.
Me or you?
Me.
Yeah. Are you tired?
No, not really.
You don't seem tired.
Yeah, no, I meant why is Bill Gates wasting good microchip money on it? Anyway.
That fell flat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of.
People are like, this is all just a thing for... But by the way, they vaccine hundreds of millions of people every year for the flu. Why all of a sudden would this be a conspiracy? You know what I mean? Why haven't they been chipping the hundreds of millions of people they vaccine every year? Anyway.
Yeah.
You know, another big thing that I'm seeing now is a big stat that people are throwing around is comorbidity. In Quebec, they're saying like out of the... how many deaths have there been in Quebec? 10,000?
I don't know. Do you want me to look it up?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Actually, I'll look it up too. Let's see if we can find it faster.
No, it's okay. I'll let you do it.
COVID Quebec deaths.
What about it though?
Hold on one sec. I just want to... Okay, yeah. So there have been 7,000 deaths, okay?
Okay.
In Quebec.
Okay.
And TVA News reported that out of the 7,000 deaths, let's say, and these are not accurate stats. This is just like to paraphrase to give you
don't write any letters.
My premise. So 7,000 and some deaths in Quebec, and out of those, like 90%, so 6,000 and change, were people that it was comorbidity, meaning that they had another condition that COVID.
Right. So
they died of another underlying condition. You know what I'm saying, right?
I do.
So by the death certificate, it says COVID, because without COVID, that thing wouldn't have happened or triggered that death. So, but people are like, oh, see, TVA slipped it right in front of our nose. They let us know that, 90% of people, comorbidity had something else. This is a hoax. Only about 200 people only had COVID, died from it, or something like that. Well, the thing is, only about 12% of the population is truly healthy. That's an American stat. It's probably higher in Canada. In the States, only 12% of the population are actually healthy.
Yeah.
Like the image of like medicine health, where he's like everything. You're 12%. That means 78% of people have some sort of ailment, some sort of chronic condition that either they know of or don't.
Yeah.
So people are like, see, we're shut down because of this. It's like, yeah, but you'd be dead too. Like you'd be one of those comorbidity numbers.
Right.
Without you knowing right now. You think you're this image of health, but you would be one of those stats. So that's the problem with the media is they just throw out these stats out of context, and then people are left to decipher that on their own and go, this is all a hoax. Everything's shut down because only 200 actual pure people have died from like COVID. The rest was all but most people would fall. A lot of people would fall into the comorbidity category where it would trigger something that you already had. You don't know, and you would be dead. So people think they're all this perfect image of health, and because I was seeing that screenshot a lot of like TVA News in Quebec, and people are like, I can't believe they're just saying that right under our noses. It's like, you fucking dummies. It's like...
Yeah, have another hot dog.
A lot of people that you... Exactly.
Have another Joe Louis and a cigarette and a Pepsi.
So anyway.
Oh, that sounded racist
just,
toward Quebec people. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that because Joe Louis and a Pepsi. Sorry, I didn't... That was just a random junk food. Like, you're not healthy if you're sitting around eating junk food is what I'm trying to say.
I actually thought that's what you were saying. Like, Quebecers just eat Joe Louis and have Pepsis and cigarettes.
To be honest, I love Joe Louis. I used to eat them. I haven't had one in probably like 25 years, but we used to. My mom never packed them in our lunches, but I was always jealous of those kids that had Joe Louis. And I would, they're so good. Have you ever had one?
Yeah, of course.
Do you love them?
Yeah, of course. You'd have to be an animal not to. But anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right. You're so right because people don't realize that. But it's very mysterious because you look at other people that are, 40s, in their 40s, 50s, they're healthy and seemingly healthy, and they haven't done well with it. But that is a very small percentage, and I'm sure the longer that this is around, we're going to be finding out more about it. Like, why does that happen? And I think that's what scares most of us, and I know it scares me, is that I don't know. Like, you just don't know. It's not like I'm pretty confident. I know I'm healthy and I'm, exercise, eat well, But like, how do you know if you're that person that doesn't cope with it well?
Right.
And you can't fight it off. That's what's scary about it. It's
so
like
right.
the newest, like we've never seen this before. So.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, people are. That's the thing is like people are just. The thing is, I was talking to one of my best friends yesterday, Pete, and we were talking about like how this is nobody's fault, and everybody's acting like it's everybody's fault, like it's everybody else's fault. Like if you believe it's a hoax, that's fine. That's fine. You're entitled to that. That's okay. You have your reasons. If I believe it's real, that's okay too. That it should be, you know what I mean? It's not, if I believe it's real, I'm not part of the problem. We both want the same thing. At the end of the day.
What's real?
COVID.
Wait, right. Like that seems so insane that somebody wouldn't think it's real.
But it's okay. Who are we to attack people that, it's fine. Like a lot of people don't believe it's real. A lot of people think this is some sort of hoax, a government thing, a world.
Why don't they just go to the hospital and talk to frontline workers?
Well, that's not the debate. The debate is not trying to convince anybody that this is real. It's okay
I know,
but
that's
if they believe it.
Is it okay? It's insane.
But what are we doing if by calling other people insane? How is that helping? Anything. It's not. So my point is, if people believe it's a hoax, let them. If I want to believe it's real, let me. It's not my fault. It's not your fault that it's happening. At the end of the day, we both want the exact same thing. We both want life to be fucking normal again. That's it. We're on the same, but it's become this thing like I'm not part of the problem.
No, but when their actions affect other people, that's when it's a problem. when they don't want to wear masks or.
Well, I mean, you have to. You can't, like, you get fines and stuff. I mean, like, you can believe it.
You do, but Jules, sometimes people can do things where they don't, not necessarily going in stores, but they'll have parties still, and that's really affecting the rest of society. They'll have parties, sometimes in smaller workplaces. I have a friend who's working in an office where somebody is not abiding by the rules, and then unless an inspector actually comes in there, what can they do?
Yeah, but what can you do?
I can't do anything. I'm just saying that's affecting everybody.
I know, but why this vicious
Because it could hurt
hate?
people. Because it could actually affect people's lives.
But what does it do to be like, yeah? What does that do?
I don't know.
That's my point. Like,
I don't know. How does change happen? Do you just stay quiet? Is that an option too?
There's always going to be people that, like, there's not everybody's going to come around on this thing and just accept it, you know. Some people think, okay, maybe not the hoax, okay, maybe not a lot of people, that many people think it's a hoax, but people that think the government's overreacted or has an agenda, or that's okay. Like this, it's just constant trying to prove the other side right. It's like, why? That's my point.
I think with certain things I would agree with you, but when it affects people's overall health and society, that's when I have an issue with it. Like, for instance, I'm going to talk about this in the Daily Dose, but I'll just tell it now. There's this teenager who goes to a high school in Texas, and he is gay, and he wore nail polish, and he was suspended. Why? Because there's a rule in their school that you can't wear nail polish as a male, specifically.
Okay.
Well, why would anyone care about that? That's not hurting anyone.
It's true.
So, but if you don't wear a mask, you don't believe it's real. It's kind of scary to people, because if you don't believe it's real, and then, like, say my grandmother is sick from COVID and ends up passing away, you know.
I guess I didn't, that wasn't my point. I didn't want to get into, like, why it's real and what's going on. I was trying to send a message of unity and
I see.
Anyway, regardless, because we're going down this wormhole of, like, trying to prove people that it's real. I know, and it's all good, but I was just trying to say that, you know, we're obsessed with. Anyway, let's move on, because I didn't get into that properly. I had a point to make and I completely lost it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I forgot it.
Okay.
Daily Dose, get the news from coast to coast. Daily Dose, all your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and headlines from Jen Grant.
I like the dances now because you've got a lot of room to move. You kind of look like, on the screen, it kind of looked like one of those things where you're looking like you're walking down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. Or just, like, on the elevator.
Yeah. Okay. Here is your Daily Dose for Tuesday, December 8th. So, so sorry. That was really loud. We already talked about two of the stories from the Daily that I was going to talk about, the Daily Dose, with the vaccine and the nail polish. What is your feeling on, can you believe, like, I'm sure that that's not a rule here in Canada, or, like, it couldn't be a rule in, it must be because it's Texas, eh?
What's that?
That kid that kid that wore nail polish.
Is it a private school? I don't know.
Like, I can't imagine that. No, it's if it were like for both kids, fine, you know, male and female, but for male specifically, like, I think it must be really difficult in certain states to be gay versus other states.
Yeah.
Like Texas? Oof, that'd be hard.
Depends where. Yeah. Austin is pretty
true.
liberal.
Good point.
Depends where.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, here's another story. Do you know who Mario Lopez is?
Yeah, of course.
He's from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, and but Access Hollywood.
Right. He's going to play KFC's longtime mascot, Colonel Sanders, in a steamy Lifetime Channel holiday romance.
This is insane.
What?
Who needs this movie?
I want to watch it.
Who pitched this? Really?
Yeah, I think it sounds
my
ridiculous. The companies.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but it's at least something different for the. Remember, I was saying that the holiday movies or the Christmas movies are always like, well, the companies said.
So you think this will be better?
I don't know. It'll just be different.
True.
Yeah, and guess what it's called?
11 Herbs and Spices.
Good guess, but it's called A Recipe for Seduction.
How could you want to watch that, Jenny?
I'm
disappointed in that.
I'm really
curious.
curious.
Unless you want to watch it like I want
As
to
a
watch
joke.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and excuse me, do we really need to bring up some of the past
Yes.
shows you've watched?
Bring it up. Compared to this season is salty, or what's the thing?
I don't know, but you...
Seduction's recipe?
This season it was called Recipe for Seduction.
It should be called Recipe for a Bypass.
Hey-ho. You've watched ridiculous shows when I've been out of town, and I'm embarrassed.
This
I'm
is a movie. This is not a show. We're talking movies.
I feel like it matters.
Yes, it does. Shows you can. It's like chewing gum. It's like comparing a
Whatever.
magazine to a novel.
Actually, it's way better if you watch some cheesy movie. At least it's over in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Instead of binge watching like 16 episodes of Housewives. That's what you watch. Some Housewife.
I don't watch the Housewives.
Have you been watching TikTok? You told me that you deleted TikTok, and now
I haven't been on.
I hope not.
I'm on again, off again.
No, get off it. Anyway, A Recipe for Seduction tells the story of a young chef with a secret fried chicken recipe.
How dare you?
What?
Go from this to my TikTok.
What?
That is you're just looking for things to take me down a peg.
What are you talking about?
TikTok has nothing to do with a movie that I find ridiculous. Like, this movie's ridiculous. Yeah, you're on TikTok? Like, bring up the most... like, that is such a stretch just to take me down a notch.
Listen, when you're doing a podcast with your life partner, this shit's going to come up once in a while.
That movie sucks. Yeah, you're on TikTok. I mean, you could say that to anything, for anything. Like, oh, this shepherd's pie's a little dry. Oh, well, coming from the guy that's on TikTok. Really?
Oh, that's really that. You know what? That sounded random, that shepherd's pie comment, but you had it last night. You had shepherd's pie last night, and I think you thought it was dry.
No, it's the first thing I thought of. I could have said, this shake is too thick. Oh,
yeah.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm. The shake is too thick. Don't use that either. I asked you if that shake was thick this morning. Anyways. It tells the story of a young chef with a secret chicken recipe who disrupts a woman's plan to marry off her heiress daughter to a hand-picked suitor. Lopez, known for his role, of course, from Saved by the Bell, and as host of entertainment news show Extra, is featured in this film poster, clad in Sanders' trademark white t-shirt, white shirt, black tie, glasses and goatee, and clutching a young woman in a red dress. KFC is oh my God, this last part. KFC, a unit of Yum Brands Incorporated, urged viewers to curl up with a bucket of chicken. Who curls up with a bucket of chicken?
That?
No, but who curls up with a bucket of chicken? Don't ever
Usually,
curl up with a bucket of chicken on this brand new sectional. I'll tell you right now, Jules.
They missed it up, though. It's not curl up with a bucket of chicken. It's eat a bucket of chicken and curl up with your toilet.
Yeah, but wait a second. This is so weird. This last little
curl
paragraph.
Curl up with a bucket of chicken? That's so disgusting.
Right after we were just talking about be healthy. Anyway, it says here it's a 15-minute film.
That's not a film.
This is a ridiculous story, and I apologize to all the listeners and viewers.
You obviously didn't read that before because you said it was a movie that you wanted to watch, and it's a 15-minute sketch, basically. It's a 15-minute KFC commercial.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. And you're like, I want to watch this.
Can I please? Can you cut this out? Can you edit this out, please? I hate KFC.
That's one of those things where you see the headline and you go...
Mario
Lopez,
yeah, it's interesting.
Colonel Sanders
You're
movie.
so right. It's a commercial.
It's a KFC commercial.
Oh my God. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm mortified. I am actually mortified. I hate KFC.
You're just like, I can't wait to dive in and watch this. Curl up with a hot bucket of chicken with my favorite blend of herbs and spices, 11.
I'm mortified right now.
I can't believe you just promoted a KFC
And I hate
commercial.
it.
Not only did you promote a KFC commercial, you promoted it as something you were excited to watch.
I know, it's like they brainwashed
You're
me.
like, this I'll watch for sure. This has me. This has my. That's funny.
Because I'm curious, like a car wreck. But no, you know what? When I lived in Vancouver, I used to pass by this KFC like every day on Davie, and there was always protesters in front of KFC. Like, and there were pictures on their signs. They would picket in front of it, and you could picture. It's so funny watching people walk in and looking at the signs, and they still get like a 4-piece or whatever. The signs had pictures of like deformed chicken on it, and they're like, "This is what you're eating," and they're like, "Hi, can I have a snack pack?" And like, no one cared. Anyway.
Oh, it is good when you say snack pack like that. It comes with a little roll and the green coleslaw.
Yeah, I know, but it's garbage. Anyway.
Of course it's garbage, but damn, it's good.
Anyways.
Anyway, this episode is obviously brought to you by KFC.
No!
We've been talking about it for 5 minutes. We're pushing the commercial.
Stop.
Watch. Eat it.
Please stop.
You're the one that brought it up with the by prefacing by saying, this I'm going to watch. This I'm looking forward to, actually. This KFC commercial is coming out with Mario Lopez.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Emily had a funny comment. This is my first ever going from Daily Dose to comments, but I knew that somebody would be saying something about this whole thing. Emily said it should be called Finger Licking Good. Good point. That's a good one. Laura said, don't diss the shepherd's pie too far. I agree, Laura. Any hoozle.
Oh my God.
Okay, so here's another story. An Australian surfer says that a great white shark attack felt like he had been hit by a truck. Yeah, I'd say a truck with like friggin' giant knives
blades?
for teeth. Yeah. An Australian surfer told how he managed to paddle back to shore and walk hundreds of meters to help after being attacked by for help, I should say, by a great white shark. Shark.
It's like a shark, but not as long. It's a shark. Just a little short.
The 29-year-old
go ahead.
Said he had been enjoying a normal day of surfing on a Sunday off of Kangaroo Island when he had the sensation of being hit by a truck on his left side. It bit me around my back, buttock. Sounds weird. Buttock. And elbow. I haven't said that word in a long time. And elbow, and took a chunk out of my board. The surfer, he said he got a glimpse of the shark as it let go and disappeared. I wonder if the sharks are like, oops, my bad. I thought you were a seal.
They don't like human taste.
Yeah.
But so I'm told. But imagine that, like getting hit comparing something to being hit by a truck is crazy, but comparing something to getting hit by a truck in water is even more insane because you can't move fast in water. And sharks, it's just like this giant hard muscle that it just flies in water. Like, imagine that. Boom. Oh, my God. And then just sharp. You're like, fuck. Oh, my God. I can't even imagine that. I would never go back in the ocean ever again.
No. It's too bad that the surfboard has to look so much like a seal. Like, couldn't they have done it? It's too bad it couldn't be in a different shape. Like, you can't blame the sharks. They don't even want to eat you. They don't like the taste of us. So it's like, they just think it's a seal, the shape of it. Anyway, this guy says
it's kind of like when you think you're biting into like a piece of cake and it's a chicken wing.
Are you okay? What's wrong with us?
I like how you said us. That was very diplomatic.
Thank you.
Are you okay? Something is really wrong with us this morning.
Us. This guy said he's feeling incredibly lucky and grateful and is optimistic of making a full recovery. Amazing how different people have different perspectives, eh? Like, easily someone could go, oh, fuck my life, FML, or whatever. I just got attacked by a shark. And then they're like, yeah, you know, of course my luck, I got fucking attacked by a shark, and now fuck, like everything is shit, and of course I try to have a good life, but of course I got hit by a truck by a shark. Anyway. I'm losing it.
Yeah. FML, man.
Anyway, that's your
FML.
daily dose for today.
But yeah, I would if
really
that happened to me, I would not rest until some marine biologist found and hunted and killed that shark.
Oh my god.
What?
Daily dose, get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, all your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and headlines from Jen Grant.
May I take a break for one moment, please? Thank you.
I'm winded. Thank you, everybody. And let me just do this real quick. Let me say this. This episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is once again brought to you by Gringo's Blazing Sauces. Do yourself a favor and go to gringosblazingsauces.com for, trust me, the best hot sauce you'll ever taste, the best salsas you'll ever taste, the best charcuterie jellies, grilling and barbecue sauces you will ever put your delicious lips on. gringosblazingsauces.com, based out of Ottawa, chef-owned. They're obsessed with finding nothing but the best hand-selected, freshest ingredients to make these delicious hot sauces. Perfect balance between heat and flavor. If you're a pepperhead like us, do it. Trust us. Go to gringosblazingsauces.com. Like I said, Ottawa-based. They ship all over North America. And but if you live in Canada, Canadians, and order over $40, you get free shipping on that bad boy. On top of that, globally, listeners of this program get an additional 5% off by entering promo code JD5 at checkout. That's JD5 at checkout. Gets you 5% off. If you're Canadian and order over $40, get free shipping. Yeah, gringosblazingsauces.com. Do it today. Are you back?
Sure am.
No. Quick quiz. I heard breakdancing is going to be an Olympic sport. Did you hear that?
No, cool. I could see that. Why not?
Yeah, at first my instinct is because I realized that my idle mode is cynical, because my first instinct when I heard that breakdancing was going to be part of the 2024 games was like, ugh, what's next? Hacky sack? But no, breakdancing is legit. Extreme display of athleticism. I can breakdance.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
Okay, hold on, check it out. Baby, freeze! Hold on.
Oh my god. We need a camera on the ceiling.
Did that look like my foot? Hey.
Oh my god, this is pretty good.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I like your energy today. You've got a lot more energy today. Okay.
Well, this cleanse, this is week 2. This is the, day 10?
Something like that.
It's starting to feel better.
That's good.
But I'm winded.
Well, you look good.
Breakdancing. I
You
just
look
want to...
good.
We're done here. We're going to wrap up, but I just... Thank you. We're done. I just wanted to make sure I touch on everything on my notes. Yeah, breakdancing, an Olympic sport. Any thought on that? No.
On breakdancing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never back in the day, the only thing I could do breakdancing was the worm. Could you do the worm?
No. I've never been able to do anything except this one move called baby freeze, which
Baby freeze.
I can't show it in here, but you're kind of like, it's where like you're on your hands kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your hands are on your torso, but your body's horizontal. I know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're like lying down. You're like
Right.
floating. It looks like you're floating on the floor, but it's your hands are like.
How have I never seen you do baby freeze in
No, but
11 years?
I'll show you. I'll show you after.
I can't.
And you have
wait.
to say it when you do it, baby freeze. I think that's it. That was everything on the
love
notes.
it.
Oh, and of course, John Lennon. Yes, we mentioned off the top. I was going to do we remember John Lennon thing, but we can't play anything because we'll get booted from YouTube and
Right.
demonetized.
Well,
So
just in terms of the breakdancing, I don't see why that wouldn't be, because that requires a lot of skill. Like, how many people do you know that can actually breakdance well?
Yeah.
I mean, you need to be strong and have skill to do that.
Yeah.
So why the hell not? Like, what other things are Olympic sports that are probably easier than that?
Biathlon, cross country skiing with guns. That seems easier than, you need endurance, but
Yeah.
that seems easier, like less skillful than breakdancing.
Breakdancing's so cool, actually. I guess it had its peak in the 80s, right? Would you say?
I would say.
Yeah.
There's kind of a
The 80s was
resurgence.
fun.
It's coming back now.
The 80s, that era, that time, the music is great.
Mhm.
It's just a sillier time.
Silly time with AIDS and crack.
Oh my God.
That's how I know the 80s. AIDS and crack. No?
The dog had something. I had to take it out of his mouth.
All right, my love. I think we can go for the close.
Okay.
There
Have
we
a great
go.
day, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Jenny. I love you.
Thank you. Love you.
See you tomorrow, everybody. We appreciate you being here. We are the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant, live Mondays through Fridays at 7 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, and Daily Motion, as well as available on demand wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, all of that stuff. We're there. We'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday Hump Day Show live. And until then, everybody, have a great day. And as always, watch your head.
Waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. Waste of time. I went to school, yeah, I learned a lot. Got a degree in what I'm not. You spend your life looking for what you already got. Such a beautiful waste of time. Waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. I'm just a thin, nervous shadow walking backwards down the street. The landing is bitter, but the falling is oh so sweet. It's just a waste of time, a beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. The whole world wants a piece of my head, but they all get a piece of my mind instead. I roll over and go back to bed. It's such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time.